Hi everyone and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be showing you my Patti Pocket Skirt by Amy Nicole Studio, as well as some plans, big announcement. It's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge. But first let me show you what I am wearing. So this is one of my very first makes when I started sewing garments. It's only, I think 2 years ago maybe I made this, and maybe 3. But there was sort of a whole year where I didn't sew. So this is a gallery tunic by Liesl & Co. I first discovered Liesl & Co. in terms of the pattern world because I was only sewing for my kids. And then slowly but surely I tried to inch my way into garment sewing. And actually, because I didn't sew really last year while we were away, I've really only been sewing garments for about 2 years. So it's kind of neat to see the progression. This is out of a light rayon that I remember I bought in Victoria, and it took me forever to cut into because I was so nervous about messing it up. And the cuffs are a disaster, which is why they're rolled. But it's very comfortable, and if you guys haven't tried that pattern, it's a really great pattern. I love the Liesl & Co. patterns. I don't see them as much for some reason sort of in the sewing online community as much as some of the other indies, but I really like their patterns. And actually I have a couple coming up too that I'm going to show you. Okay, so about a month ago, Amy Nicole messaged me and asked me if I would like to be a part of her spring blog tour for the Patti Pocket Skirt. And I was so thrilled that she asked me because I have to admit I'd had my eye on that pattern for a long time but hadn't pulled the trigger. And I think it came out last fall and it's just so adorable. So let me show it to you. I made mine in a denim. So this was a spring blog tour, and she said, well, you know, something florally and springy. And it's so cold and awful out. And also, I'm not so much a floral girl. I mean, I have a couple, but it's not what I'm drawn to when I'm sewing. So this is a light denim that I got at Blackbird Fabrics. And what I love about this is I can wear this with anything, like just anything. The pattern is so beautiful. Let me show you these gorgeous pleats on the back. And I love that the pockets are slightly outset. So when you're sewing them, you know, you have to kind of stay stitched down the side, and you see that they kind of come out a bit and it looks wrong. And she says in the instructions, it's not wrong, it's right. The instructions are amazing, by the way. They're really good. Plus there's a free sew along on her YouTube channel, which I use quite a bit. So this is an intermediate sew. And I kind of like that because I felt like I was taking my sewing to the next level a little bit. I was learning some real skills, and one of my goals for 2018 was to stop just kind of getting by and start to actually learn some real seamstress skills, and I feel like this definitely did that. So I love the pockets, I love the pleat. This is a petite pattern, and I'm not petite, I'm 5'7.5". If I have good posture, I'm 5'7.5". So I added just an inch where it said to add, and I'll put some photos in of me wearing it now. And the first picture is, I think it's cracked me up because I'm beveling, and once a showgirl, always a showgirl. You learn how to bevel when you're like 20, and you just kind of do it whenever you're in heels. So I shot this yesterday on my porch. It was -10 yesterday with the wind chill. So it was a very fast photo shoot for the spring blog tour when it was -10 outside. But it's so cute, so comfy. I do need to size down next time. So I made a 10 because of the waist size. And I definitely should have made an 8, and I should have checked it before I put on the waistband. Totally my fault, but I was in a groove and I wanted to get it done and I didn't. So I'm gonna probably open something up and take it in just a tad, but it's also great because I can tuck things into it now. And I did an invisible zipper. So this is only my second, and if you'll remember, my first invisible zipper was a complete disaster on my little red dress project. It was velvet across a seam in a dress. It was not the smartest thing to do for your first invisible zipper, and I have a bit of invisible zipper PTSD. So this one is pretty good. It's not perfect. At the top, it's not particularly invisible. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna run over the tines of the zipper with my needle, so I think I get a little gun shy of getting too close. But overall, it's definitely invisible enough for me, and I think it has sort of made me feel that I can tackle invisible zippers again, and I have some of that coming up. So yeah, super cute. I really love the pattern. So Amy Nicole comes from a fashion background in terms of she studied in New York, and I think she worked in some fashion houses there or some in the garment industry there. And so she really approaches it from an industrial or professional garment sewing. And so the instructions are a little bit different in terms of the order you do things and how you batch sew things. And I found that really, really fascinating. So I'm looking forward to, she has something else coming out soon. I almost said what it was. Not that I know exactly what it was, but I know a bit what it is. But I didn't say it. I didn't, Amy. I didn't. She has something else coming out soon, and so that is going to be coming up. But if you want something cute for spring that is super flexible and you can make it in pretty much anything, I would suggest this. Okay, so I have a new challenge. Wah! So Andréanne from the challenge, The Minimal Approach, approached me about doing a challenge, her and I together, and I thought that is an amazing idea. So Andréanne is from Montreal. She has just started sewing and she's just started a channel, and I love her channel so much. I did feature it on my 3,000 subscriber giveaway, and you can see that, but I'll link her below as well. And so her idea was to do, just very simply, a handmade summer dress. Who doesn't want to make a dress this summer? Anyone? Of course you want to do. Everyone. Any sewist wants to make a summer dress. It's like the best thing to make. So all it is the hashtag is just, I want to say my handmade summer dress, but no, it's just handmade summer dress is the hashtag. I'll put up the logo here, and all you need to do is make a summer dress, my friends. No, whatever you consider a summer dress, no rules. And it just needs to be done between April 21st and May 21st. So we have some lovely sponsors, and we also have some lovely ambassadors who have come on. And as a matter of fact, I'm looking for one more ambassador. So if you are someone who maybe wants to introduce yourself a little more to the sewing world, you have a blog that you'd love for people to know a bit more about, or a YouTube channel, drop me a line, message me below, or message me on Instagram. I'm looking for one more ambassador who would like to be someone who presents a dress and helps us publicize the challenge. So you wouldn't be able to get a prize, but you would be able to sort of introduce yourself a little more to the sewing world, which is kind of nice. So who are our sponsors? Our sponsors are Blackbird Fabrics. Blackbird Fabrics, they've offered a gift certificate. So if you wanted to try Blackbird Fabrics, this is a really great chance for that. Closet Case Patterns has offered us a pattern. Jalie Patterns, also out of Montreal. There's a bit of a Montreal Canadian theme here, but not entirely. Jalie Patterns is also offering a gift certificate that you can use towards a pattern. The Smiley Ladies, the lovely Smiley Ladies who have started a new magazine. They have patterns coming out. They have offered 2 patterns, so there'll be 2 winners there. And then Amy Nicole has offered her new pattern. Hopefully it should be ready by then. So her new pattern coming out. So that's very exciting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners. All you need to do is hashtag handmade summer dress and tag myself and Andréanne in your photo, either on Instagram or I guess on YouTube. I'm not sure about Facebook. You can always message me and I'll come by and look at it, or I'll come by and look at your blog. I haven't done it from this point of view before. I usually just use Instagram. But if you have a summer dress, make sure I know about it and I will enter you in this challenge. So very, very exciting. And head over to see Andréanne's post, because she has also just posted a video to tell you guys all about it. Summer dresses, summer dresses. I'm looking outside going, where is spring? Come on, friends. Okay, so next I want to show you guys a few fabrics that I bought. What? Lisa, you're not supposed to buy any more fabrics. This is what my husband said to me. However, you know what? Meh, I'm not gonna say that anymore. I like fabrics. I like my hobby. I make a good living. I'm not spending it on something illegal. I'm gonna buy fabrics when I want to and when they make me happy. So there you go. I'm not gonna make excuses for myself anymore. So Fabricland was having a huge sale, and Audrey and I went and we looked in the bin, and there was a knits bin, and there were some great ends that were great prices. And so most of these actually are going to be for my kids. They're not going to be for me, because I'm also not planning to get really anything for them for summer from shops. Maybe 1 or 2 things that I don't particularly want to make, but other than that, I'm going to make them a bunch of stuff. So first of all, I have this cute black with stars. This one is actually a little bit heavier, so I might save this for fall, because Audrey is growing at such a rate. Everything is too short on her, and I don't think I want to make anything for her for fall now, because I don't think it'll last. But isn't that cute with the stars? Yeah, they're really, really cute. Love this floral. This floral is great. This is actually what drew me to the bin, and it's got a really good stretch and recovery. So this is definitely going to be either summer shorts or capri length leggings, and I'm hoping to get it for both girls, but we'll see. We'll see. It may not be enough, but I could certainly get like a little pair of biker shorts and then a little capri length leggings for one or the other. I'm gonna save my favorite for last. I'm gonna put it to the bottom of the pile. Shh. Okay. And then just this really nice, lovely light stripe. And actually I got, this is about a half a meter, and I got it for next to nothing because it had some dirt on it and stuff. And so they just basically rounded up one of my purchases from $1.20 to $1.50 or something like that, or 30 to 50. Very, very light. And what I want to do is actually try and experiment with cutting it and doing like a chevron in a t-shirt. So that's gonna be my experiment, and it's great to do that on something that costs next to nothing. This is so cute. I'm not really a green person, but I think this was like 1.5 meters, and it's gonna be great to make things for my daughters for summer, like either a summer nightgown, summer t-shirts, that kind of thing, you know, a romper or something like that. I've got enough there to do a good chunk for them. And then the last one, this one's for me. It's got arrows on it. I remember there was some fabric a while ago that everyone had that was arrows, arrows, arrows. I know there's one, oh, you know what, I have one upstairs that's like a remnant that someone gave me that has the arrows on it, but it's not in the jersey. And so I just love the jersey. I love the gray. I love that the ends are like little hearts. How cute is that? So this is definitely for me, and I think I might just do a Mandy boat tee or one of the other free t-shirt patterns, long sleeve t-shirt. It's a little bit heavier fabric, so I think it'd be nice in a long sleeve or maybe 3/4 length sleeve, something like that. So yes, there's my fabric. I am not ashamed. Okay, so now are some plans that are coming up. I hope that you saw my capsule wardrobe video from last week, and I'll put a card in case you didn't get to see it. That went really, really well, and it was kind of nice to just accept the fact that it is not spring yet and make a couple of transitional pieces that I might not have made time for otherwise. And I got a great reaction from them too, which was lovely. So now what I'm thinking about is my trip next week to Las Vegas. It's gonna be warm. It was terrible. I actually looked at the temperature and it was 29 degrees, I think, yesterday, and it was -10 here. So I'm looking forward to the weather. I'll be totally honest, I'm not a huge Vegas person. I'm not a nightlife person. It's not my favorite place to be. However, it is warm, and I like warm, and because of the way the flight schedule worked out and how much the hotel rooms were, my husband suggested that I take an extra day. Okay, so I'm going a day early before the conference starts, and I have a whole day to just lie by the pool, toute seule, and read and hang out. So that's pretty exciting. Thank you, babe. So anyway, so I'm going there, and it's because my company Arbonne has a conference there every year. So that's the other reason why I'm not like super excited about Vegas, because I think it's my sixth time going to Vegas. I still have never seen a show. I think maybe I'll try and see a show this time. But yeah, so now I need things to wear, right? Now I do have lots of things to wear, don't get me wrong, but it's always nice to make a couple new little things. So let me tell you what I have on my docket. So the main thing that I wanna make is the Vogue 9253. And that's the one that apparently broke the internet last summer before I was really sewing. When I was away on my trip. Now whenever I look at blog posts, I'm like, oh, apparently this was the thing to make last summer. But I don't mind being behind on that. Now there's lots of things for me to see and lots of people for me to follow and see what they did with it. Now I want to make sure that I don't mess this up, because I'm planning to do it for my formal event that we have the first night. And so I'm doing it in some luxury fabrics that I got a couple months ago when a local boutique was closing down. And so I'm gonna toile it first in this blue broadcloth that I got for $1.50 a meter at Fabricland this week when I found these. I went in for this $1.50 meter. I came out with a lot more, which is why they do it. I know. I'm aware I'm being manipulated, but that's okay. So I think this lovely blue would be gorgeous. And so of course I want it to be a wearable toile. Like I'm hoping that it's something that I'm gonna be able to wear afterwards. But the first time I do a pattern, I always mess something up or don't read something correctly or whatever, or the size isn't quite right. So I'm gonna start with this. Assuming all goes well, I want to make it in this beautiful, beautiful chiffon. And I have a couple of pieces of this, which is why it's, okay, let me hold it this side. So I don't know if you can tell that it has a really light gold fleck, gold thread running through it. And it's coming up quite light on the, let's see if I do this. Yeah, see it's darker than, it's a little bit darker than you think. But it's sort of that lovely kind of beigey color with the gold fleck. So I'm going to line it because it is so sheer, and I'm going to line it with this gold shantung that I have from the same sale, because I think, again, it'll be nice and luxurious. And I don't know that I would just wear gold silk on its own. Like, I wouldn't wear a gold silk dress, I don't think. Maybe like a half top or something like that, but not a dress. So I'm just planning to, I talked to my neighbor who's the seamstress, Janet, about it, and she suggested that I just literally cut, like just double cut, underline it, I guess it's called. Just underline it and sew it as is. I'm planning to only take this to about here so that the sleeves stay diaphanous. And then I'm also only going to take the skirt part probably to the knee. I'm gonna make the short version, I think. So I think I'm probably gonna take it to the knee, but we'll see. Once I've done the toile, it'll make it a lot clearer. But I think it's gonna be really, really pretty, and something that I'm gonna do the full V-neck. So I figure for Vegas, if you can't wear something cut to the navel in Vegas, where can you wear it? And then I have a few more things cut out. Like I went on a printing spree and put together a couple of different patterns that I may or may not make before Vegas. We'll see how much time I have. So one of them is the chai tea t-shirt. And I'll put in a picture. I think it's very cute, a little different. I like the little gathers here. And yeah, I wanted to kind of give that one a shot. So I'm planning to do that. I might do it in the wine colored bamboo jersey that I have, but I'm probably gonna, again, toile it first because I love that jersey. I wanna make sure that whatever I do with it turns out perfectly. And then the City Stroll skirt, also from Liesl & Co. I love a wrap skirt and I love the tulip shape of this. I think it's really classic. So I don't know yet what I'm gonna do that in, but I'm gonna do that. That might wait till I get back. I don't think that I need that for the trip. And the last one is the teddy top. And I got that teddy top because it really matches this one shirt that I saw on Instagram that I just loved. So I think I'm gonna make it that teddy top in this cream. It's yeah, just like an off-white broadcloth. It's actually nice and soft. Or I have white and I have black as well from that sale, $1.50 a meter. So I'll pick something. And then I also have the blue as well, but I think I'm gonna wait on the blue. So I thought I would leave you with some images from my Pinterest board, Spring and Summer Inspo. I love to, look through Pinterest and find things that inspire me to sew and the look that I'm going for and the style that I want to cultivate for myself. And so, yeah, I have lots of images up there. So I thought I would give you a scroll through and maybe they would inspire you as well as we are waiting for spring, holding on, waiting for that sun to come and that warm weather. And I just can't wait. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.